Hey everybody, how's it going today? Welcome to What If I Could, scrolling and everything else. With us we got Robin and Herb. Say hey, Robin.
Hi,
Hello.
everyone. Hi.
Tell them where they can find you.
Hello, Pat, Billy, Chris.
Oh, Robin made me late.
Tell them where they can find you.
I'm at Robin's Buys and DIYs, shopping hauls, try-ons, and DIYs, the occasional DIY.
And where can we find you at, Herb?
You can find me at Herb Scrolling Station on YouTube, or you can find me at Herb Hooper on Facebook, or in somebody's chat that'll open the door for me.
Ah. Chris Needham says my sound is off. My wife is watching TV, giving me the evil eye.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hello, Larry.
Hey Larry, hey Pat, hey Chris, hey Billy, hey Robin. Rob made me late. She started asking me a question, and then I'm like, "What?" She's like, "No, never mind." I'm like, "What?" No, 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 never mind. What? What? No, never mind.
It's not my fault.
Hello, Jason Rogers.
How's it not your fault?
You waited too long to invite me.
No, I didn't.
If you had invited me earlier, we could have had that chat before the timer.
Well, what's the
Hello,
chat?
JJ.
What kind of chat we having?
I don't know. Whatever we were chatting about.
Well, there you go.
It's my
Was it
fault.
about? Was it about this maybe?
Yeah.
What was that?
What do you mean?
Was it about this?
Oh, that. You're not using that tonight, are you?
Maybe. What if I want to? Are you gonna stop me?
No. It's your show.
Are you not gonna let me use it?
You can use it. Use it, use it.
I can't use it. I didn't grab a heat gun.
Oh,
It was kind of deceiving because I'm like, wow, look at the size of that huge mason jar up front. It's a little baby mason jar, and it's not even half full.
maybe it's
Oh,
expensive.
is that your dragon's breath?
Yeah, it's my gelled up dragon's breath, like it's jelly. It's like Play-Doh.
Jelly.
I should pull an Annie and lick it and see what it tastes like.
I
Go ahead.
wouldn't.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, because when you go to smoke, then who knows what could happen.
Oh, it'd be like magic mushrooms.
Be like old Tommy Chong.
It doesn't have a smell. It's odorless. It's like water.
Did it come in a gel or did you come in a
No,
powder?
it was already gelled up like that. It was gel like that when it got dropped off. Because Sandy messaged me and says, "Oh, I can be there about between 11 and 12." I'm like, "Okay, well, I'll be sure and turn the alarm off then." Because that's the last thing. Because I get like it's not really an alarm around, but the perimeter lights will come on, and then I get notified on my phone. Somebody's at your front door. She'd be like,
Hello,
"Wow."
Steve.
Hey, Steve, how's it going today? I don't feel like doing anything today. I'm so tired and sore. Hey, you ever have like a hangnail and you pull it and you know you start picking at it and you just pull it and just sort of, like bite with your teeth and just pull it right out? You ever do that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I did that last night. Like the lights were off in the living room, and
Uh-oh.
I ripped right into my scar that I had from when I cut my thumb off.
Uh-oh.
It's freaking so sore today.
It'll do it.
Yeah. Next time,
You know,
grab a pair of freaking nail cutters.
since you don't feel like doing nothing tonight, I suggest we watch Robin do something live on your show.
Oh.
She doesn't have anything
Like
ready though.
what? Yeah.
She's gonna be like, I don't have anything ready.
Of all the dollar store hauls you ain't got nothing to do.
Yeah, you're
I
telling me,
probably could do something. But no one
and you
wants to
can't.
see me on
You,
here.
you can't even use the excuse that you have to go up to your craft room to get your stuff because all you're
I
already
know,
in your
I'm
craft
here.
room.
Yeah. I'd have to plug in my glue gun. That's the only thing.
I'm
Well,
just kidding you.
that takes like 5 minutes to warm up.
Yeah. Seriously, you want me to do something?
No, I was just teasing you.
Didn't I do enough last time?
I got stuff I can cut out. I just don't feel like doing it though.
Hello, Charles. No, I'm just trying to find something to occupy me.
I need to shut the door. Just a second.
Shut the front door.
That's what she said. Shut the front door.
So Charles is gonna make a tree pattern. He's making a tree pattern. He says he's working on his latest and greatest pattern, likely gonna be popular. No, Charles, do a cedar. Do a cedar tree. They're cooler. Cedars are cooler than poplars. Poplars just seem to be popular.
Cedar's a popular tree,
Yeah.
especially in Texas.
Oh no, do an arbutus tree. Arbutus trees are cool.
You're a goober.
Oh, you could always do a Joshua tree.
Joshua can do his own tree, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, yeah. Do a Joshua tree and just say it's you two.
Oh,
I'm making a mess.
Why?
I dropped something, like a bag of these things, and it went everywhere, all over the floor, so I had to pick it up.
let me turn this down.
Why do you got a bag of toothpicks with you?
I love these things. They're great for taking anything out of your teeth.
Hmm.
Oh, the dental picks.
Yeah, I love those.
Well,
When I eat salad, it goes in my tooth.
when I want to take something out of my teeth, I just pull my teeth out and just pick it out, and then put my teeth back in. It's the easy way.
Well, still have my teeth so far.
Charles says 6 sheets of paper pattern.
They make good holders for ears of corn too, Steve says.
Mm-hmm.
So what's everybody else up to? What are you working on anyway, Robin? Like just something to do?
Well,
you have any-
I just finished that apple picking collab thing. It's tomorrow,
Yeah.
and I might do another one. Thinking about it.
Hello, David.
Hey, David, how's it going today?
Hi, David.
Charles said I had teeth once. So did I.
When I was a young boy, tara.
Oh,
I feel like I know that song. Is it from the pirate movie? Oh no, wait.
I don't know. I think you should. What you talking about? Pirates of Penzance?
No, you know the pirate movie with Christy McNichol and Christopher Atkins?
The Pirates of Penzance?
No, it's the pirate movie. It's like based on the Pirates of Penzance, but it's called the Pirate Movie, and it's more like an updated version.
With Christy McNichol and Chris Atkins? That's not updated.
Well, I mean, for that time, it was.
never even heard of them.
You never heard of it?
I don't watch movies. Hello, Russ.
Oh, it's like a musical kind of.
Is it the same one where her dad sings, "I am the model of a modern major general"?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, you mean the Pirates of Penzance?
No, it's not called that. Look it up.
You're sure it's called the Pirate Movie? The Pirate
Yeah,
Movie, right?
the pirate movie. Yeah, I'm positive.
Christy McNichol.
And Christopher Atkins.
Never even heard of him.
He was in Blue Lagoon with Brooke Shields.
You remember? You have to have seen Blue Lagoon.
What?
What?
No. Nope.
Pirate movie based on Pirates of Penzance. See, I told you.
Yeah. No, I told you.
Well, see, the Pirate movie came out in 1982.
That's why I didn't
Okay.
watch this. Too busy bar hopping.
Well, what about? Did you go to the theater?
No.
You never went to the theater.
You never went to the theater?
The only two movies I've seen in theater was Coming to America and JFK.
No,
And I
no,
got
no,
kicked out of both of them.
not movies. Live play, live theater,
Oh,
like
live theater.
like actual theater.
No.
Like I saw Cats. I saw Family Opera. I saw Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat with Donny Osmond.
You
Um,
did?
Yep.
That's so awesome.
Uh, Brigadoon, Pirates of Penzance. Didn't see The Lion King, no, but and these are all at Pantages Theater in Toronto.
Russ wants a link.
And Connie says hello.
Hey,
Hi,
Tommy.
Connie.
Hey, Connie.
Yeah, and then the only TV or stuff I'm watching now is all English.
Yeah, it was controversial. Yeah, well, Blue Lagoon was controversial because I think she was like Brooke Shields had just turned 18
No, she was 14.
in Blue Lagoon.
Yeah, she was 14 and that. I do remember that.
Child pornography. Jeez.
And she had a baby at 15.
In the movie. Not in real life.
Well, it's no worse than Tarzan and Jane.
Hello, Ken. And Cindy's in here.
Hi, Cindy.
Cindy. Oh, Cindy. Oh, that's Cindy. There it is.
What are you watching?
I'm not watching anything.
Oh.
It's Pam's watching it.
Yeah, I'm watching it. I'm watching you.
Yeah, but the Kardashians were stars before her sex tape. I don't even know. I didn't even know she even had one. If you keep up with the Kardashians, Charles, you're wasting too much time watching TV.
You better believe that one.
What?
Yeah,
I love the
exactly.
Kardashians.
Oh,
Why?
jeez.
Why?
I'm
just
outta here.
love- I don't know. I love watching that show. I haven't watched it in a while, though.
I'd rather listen to 8 hours of Diggy Diggy.
I don't know if I could agree with that one, by God. Oh,
But I do have that on loop.
do you now? Ay, ay, ay.
I can't believe
Hello,
somebody actually took the time to loop the whole song for 8 hours. That's
That
something.
wasn't Stace, was it? Or Nick?
No, it sounded like something Dark would do, but it
Oh,
wasn't him either.
Ken just gave us a drive-by hi.
Ah,
Hello, everybody out there.
how you is?
Oh, he's leaving now. See you.
Don't mind me. I just got a little leakage.
I hear you. It's understandable.
Oh,
What do you have to? Hey, Russ, did you get those ghosts cut out yet?
No, not yet.
I bet
No.
he still even got it out of
It's
the
sitting
box
right
yet.
there.
Yeah,
No,
you
I haven't
sauced
even
it up.
took it. No, it's still in the box.
What?
Well, I
Hello,
tell you.
Jay.
Well, I don't have a place to put it, so she won't let me put it in the house. But I'm gonna set that thing up in the house to cut those ghosts and see if she says anything about it.
Oh,
I'll have to
just
move it. I will have to move it, but
You,
I
you,
will
you
be
gotta,
watching.
you gotta film that. We want to see her beat you black and blue.
oh, you know she would.
Oh, I know she will.
Oh, yes,
Hey,
she would.
guess what? I'll do live and have Russ sawing in the background.
Wow.
Russ needs a mullet, only a couple of snips away. Well, that's not true.
Oh,
Billy says, enough excuses, Russ. I guess he means put it together.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe you haven't taken it out of the box yet.
Oh, it's still
What's up with
sitting there.
that?
All thing I've done is cut the straps off of it.
What?
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to do it, though. I'm going to put it right there in the living room, and I'm going to cut those two ghosts out of it. And then I'm going to have to find a way to get that other one out and get this one in there. Charles, I never had a mullet. I either had long hair or I didn't. But never had a mullet. Hello, Shay.
I
Hi,
just had
Shay.
all I had was a mini afro.
Oh boy, did you ever? You can't tell now, but by God, that hair was funny. You wasn't kidding you said Don King.
It was the coolest afro.
Oh, I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Well, it's funny. My daughter trying to braid that crap.
Every now and then, my granddaughter will come around and she'll braid my hair for me.
Hello, Jerry.
Jerry.
Hey, Jerry.
Jerry.
I didn't even see him. Where's he at?
What do you got,
Yeah,
Sydney?
living-
What? Sydney?
yeah.
What?
She asked
Oh,
you a question.
Sorry.
Well,
She
I
asked you.
I'm trying to keep to the chat, but I got people talking over the chat. here.
I'm going to go back and look. Oh,
What placemats?
Robin.
hey, Robin. Was it a Dollar Tree you got those placemats from?
Probably. I don't know which placemats. Which placemats are you talking about?
Probably your chimney man ones, your chimney sweep ones.
Hello, Mark Lindsay.
Hey, Mark.
Do you mean the one I did the barbecue DIY with?
Oh yeah, the barbecue ones with the pizza guy on it, right?
She said those lacy looking ones.
Oh, those. Yeah.
Johnny said I braid my hair every day.
Yeah, I can't do my own.
I don't know where I put them, but
Doesn't matter
Yeah,
where
I
you get
got
them
them.
from.
I got them at Dollar Tree. They're in the kitchen section at the very bottom, near the placemats, but not in the placemats section. They're more like
So,
beside there.
you actually think every store is up the exact same?
Yeah.
What is up with this internet?
I don't think they are. I don't think every store
Didn't
is
you
up the
order
exact
them,
same.
Cindy? I thought you ordered them. There goes Herb again.
Oh, don't get lost in the big city, Cindy.
Gotta be the storm rolling in.
You got a storm rolling? And the thunder scrolls. The thunder
I'm telling,
scrolls.
I'm telling you,
Ah, just
that
can't wait.
woman's up there getting on them.
Just can't wait to tell my next video. The thunder scrolls.
Ha ha ha. It said on the thumbnail, exciting, new.
Yeah, isn't this exciting and new?
Yes.
Hey, look, I
You
got
know,
Dragon's Breath.
you know what's exciting and new? The Love Boat.
I thought the same thing, Robin. I was just about to sing it.
Wah, wah.
Oh.
Shay, that's hilarious. Yeah, but Cindy, she's in Ottawa, so it's Canada postage anyways, cheap,
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 but it's
cheap,
light.
cheap.
cheap and light. Just send them in an envelope.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll try and add you on Facebook.
Larry, are you telling me you've never seen Dragon's Breath? I
What
find
is
that
the,
hard to believe. Out of all my videos you've been on, I find that hard to believe you've never seen Dragon's Breath.
Uh,
Yeah, see, Charles, I find that's hard to believe those are your pictures because that looks exactly like your brother. What? Mimi's here? Holy cow, there's Mimi's here.
Hello, Mimi.
Hey, Mimi, what are you up to? Did you ever get back out in your shop and do stuff that you said you were going to do that you never did? I'll send you her link.
okay.
It's just easier just to ask me, you know that, right?
Okay, I'll do that next time.
Yeah.
Where John can't find the link. She says you're spelling it wrong.
Yeah, exactly. You're probably spelling with an N like I always pronounce it.
Oh, because it's not Cindy Naniska. It's Cindy Vincent.
Yeah.
No wonder I couldn't find it.
Well, are you looking for her on YouTube or on Facebook?
No, I took what you said, but I was looking for, I didn't know that was her name.
Mimi said, just came in from the shop. Now I'm getting ready for work tomorrow. Yuck.
Work is overrated. Just call in sick. Robin tries to make me do it all the time.
What? I only asked you one time.
Yeah, the one time that I had it work real hard. Oh, wait, I work hard all the time. Fried cheesecake. Was it battered?
Cindy said I kind of did mention that.
Yeah,
You mentioned what?
what her name was.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, I added you now. Thanks to John.
Yeah, Cindy, I thought you were gonna start a YouTube channel with all your stuff on it. Oh, that's right. You don't want people copying your stuff. Never mind.
Okay. Well, Russ must have told Teresa what he was going to do, and she's giving him the what for.
Well, she came in the room, so I don't know. You notice how he mutes himself and turns his camera off now, so he can't go back with what he's asking about.
I'm like, Duck!
Do 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 do. Where do you get Dragon's Breath? Try ask questions again, and I get IG board. You get Instagram board. Instagram board. What's Instagram board?
I don't know.
There he is.
Welcome back.
She heard you, didn't she? She heard you talking about it.
She gave you the
Scrolling
right
the
ass.
house. Yeah.
No, not yet.
Ah.
That'll be tomorrow probably.
I think I can get them guys to install some cameras tonight.
Okay, so basically, Larry.
We're gonna
just
have
give
a
me-
doggy
give me-
cam.
Give me a second.
I got 2 of them in the house.
So,
Hello, Mark.
Larry. Say your hellos, Mark.
He
There you
did.
go. All right, Larry. So basically, what Dragon's Breath is it comes in powder form, and you turn it to liquid form, which is a gel. This is a gel here. I'll put myself big here. It comes in powder form, and you turn it into a gel by just adding water to it. Turn it into a gel, and what you do with it is you put it onto wood or hardboard or paper or cardboard or bristle board or whatever you want, and you basically paint with it, and then you take a heat gun to it, and it basically instant pyrographs your stencil or your design that you draw onto it into your wood. It's basically pyrography for kids. It's supposed to be non-toxic. Annie licked it, and she says it doesn't taste that bad, but you're not supposed to eat. You're not supposed to really eat it, but it's homemade. It's a homemade liquid gel by Sandy Lumbermill at Lumbermill Works, and she's Annie's a distributor down in the States. Sandy makes it in Ontario, but it's a liquid that turns your whatever you paint onto it into pyrography with a heat gun or oven or toaster oven.
It's sort of like the secret messages you used to send. What?
Yeah, and since I didn't grab, I forgot to acquire a heat gun from work today, so I wasn't able to show you this stuff today.
Hey, Mark.
But I'll get one tomorrow. Hey, Mark, how's it going today? How you doing?
Going good. Going very good. I took it easy today.
Is your shop all up and running now?
Oh God, no. Tomorrow I can go buy the paint.
Wait, oh yeah, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Yeah, you gotta buy the paint tomorrow.
Yep. Tomorrow I can go buy the paint. Then I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to go paint that. I got to do a video for this week, finish a video for this weekend, then work on my project for the Vectric user group meeting a little bit more. Then I can go paint.
You're busy.
Yes, sir.
A busy bee that you are.
Plus landscaping in between. So,
Landscaping.
oh yeah, I've been working on the backyard for close to 3 years now. Happy wife, happy life.
That's right.
Can't all be about me. So thank you, Billy. I
Bill,
love you too.
What are you
Appreciate
talking
that,
to
Billy.
Robin like that for?
No, he meant me.
But he said by a factor of 2.
Yeah, he meant me.
Yeah.
Oh,
A
I'm
double-
there because I thought he was talking about me.
Double the
Right.
ugly, double the fun.
So
Well,
Jason,
that's why we're on the bottom.
you can either use a stencil or you can hand do it or whatever. Like just write with a pencil or like write with a pen almost. I'm actually thinking about drying out marker and actually just putting it into the back end of a marker. See if that'll work too.
That's
It's
why
still-
I was asking. I was asking them about if you could thin it down and put it in a fountain pen.
Yeah, I know. I'll try that too. Have you gotten any from Ann yet?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
I figured that's who Billy was
And-
talking about.
And even if I did have some more, even if I did get some from her, I don't have the time to play with it just yet.
Oh yeah,
I'm
you
getting
do.
close. I'm getting close, man. I'm getting close. So close I can almost taste it.
You'll get there eventually.
I will be working by the end of September. I'll be moved in and working.
Man, that's
Oh
close.
man.
Maybe closer, but we'll see.
Oh.
Well, now we just got 5 people there that we ain't saying nothing.
Nope.
Yeah, I just come here to show my looks. Billy Burke told me it wasn't worth his crap, so I
Well,
might leave.
Oh no, don't go.
is he? So,
What
Billy,
the
you're
hell?
saying the lemon ain't worth the squeeze, huh?
No, that's what he's saying.
Man,
Oh.
tough crowd.
It's rough.
I'm telling you.
Serious?
Jason said, okay, Dragon's Breath and a paint marker with different tips would be pretty cool.
No.
It would be like I just gotta figure out what to thin it. Well, if she sent instructions with it, it'd be more helpful. But I'm pretty sure I can just ask her.
She does
To,
have videos on it, don't she?
Yes, but
She does. I saw that.
if I know what I can thin it down with, whether it be water or something else, then I can probably thin it down enough just to try it in other aspects of it.
I'm curious if thinning it with water would make it less potent. Would it not be as good of a job once you put the heat to it?
But wouldn't you just
That's
need
one
more
thing.
heat for it then?
Well,
That's one
I-
of the things I'd be curious about.
I thought she said that you put it on, then you let it dry.
Yeah, you do. You'd let it dry before you
Okay.
burn it, right?
So the thinning down would just get it to flow, right?
Yeah.
That's all I'm thinking.
Maybe.
Because
but-
you got to let it dry and then hit it.
Russ does have a point that it might make it less effective.
That's possible. That is possible.
But it's still up for since it's still in trial phase.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's nothing that we can't do. You can't go wrong with it. So
And that's why they call it experimentation.
Yeah.
So
That'd be really good when you make
that's
your
for a different
dragon,
show, Mark.
when you make your dragon's head coming out of that egg. You can give him some dragon's breath too, by God.
that just between you and me, John, that might be for another platform too.
I know. We're gonna have to explain it to Robin now.
Nope.
Hey, Tammy,
I'm gonna let her.
is
I'm gonna let her
your-
Google it and
is
figure
your-
it out for
is your-
herself.
Tammy, is your show over already? You had a lot. I was in there. I liked it, and I couldn't stay watching that. I tried watching Robin's hauls. I just can't. I can't watch through them.
What if I did a wood haul? Would you watch that?
That might be different.
Well, yeah. But then you got to explain the type of wood and where you got it and the price you got it from and why you got it and why it's so
What,
cheap.
what if I got some wood stuff from Dollar Tree?
No,
I have a bunch of wood things here.
no,
Yeah.
that's not the same. That's not the same. Hey,
See,
Edie.
the stuff that you got from the free section of Craigslist, that might be interesting. But everybody who has a Dollar Tree or around them is like, it's the same stuff I just saw a half hour ago.
Yeah, but not everybody goes to Dollar Tree.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, but not everybody buys free stuff on Craigslist either.
Yep.
Yeah, meet me in the back parking lot behind Tim Hortons. 10
Yeah.
o'clock.
Yeah, tonight's garbage night too. I should be out on the streets.
Ooh. She said she wanted to be street walking.
With her dumpster diver snorkel.
Yeah.
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
Yeah, you always hit Craigslist on Monday morning to get in on those garage sale leftovers.
Well,
Have that here?
one of the guys I work with was saying that his neighbor doesn't even work anymore. Basically, they go to garage sales and buy all this friggin' cheap furniture and stuff, sand it down, paint it, and then sell it for exorbitant amounts of money.
There's a lot of people doing that. There's a lot of people doing that.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Make money with it.
A lot of it is particle board junk, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I can't stand.
So
I'll stop and look at that stuff on the side of the road too when I see it. But when I see it's particle board, I just get right back in the truck and move
Yep.
on.
same here.
Well, exactly.
Huh?
But like when we were back in Edmonton, Carrie was looking at some stuff at Goodwill. She goes, "Oh, what isn't that a nice hut?" I'm like, no, it's not. Number one, it was purple. She goes, well, maybe you can sand it down. She goes, maybe you can sand it down and get it back to the grain. I'm like, and I pulled the drawer. I said, nope, it's all press board.
Yep.
She goes, oh, okay. I says, it's not worth the $80 that they're asking for it.
80
Damn.
bucks. Wow.
$80.
They proud of their garbage.
Yeah.
I've got a church over here in Louisiana that's not too far from me. A couple of hours. They're giving away about, I want to say, 8 to 10 pews
Oh wow.
that are just sitting there, and one of them's like an 8-foot side, the other one's they're like 10-foot sections.
Yeah.
And they're just giving them away, but you had to come get them. And I said, I don't have a place to put them, but boy, if I could have a place to put them, I'd be over there grabbing them things. That's wood.
Well,
I
yeah,
like
yeah.
they're all like,
board.
they're all like maple, aren't they? Maple.
I'm
or
not sure
oak?
what they're made of. They show a picture, but it's not close enough where you can get a good look at it. But
Well, yeah.
More than
You know,
likely
good
all
oak.
shape.
wood.
Yeah, it's solid wood. And
More,
man, I
more
saw
than
that.
likely oak.
I'm thinking oak too, but I saw it on Facebook Marketplace, and it was in the free section. And I went looking at it. I said, "Damn, but they got new stuff, and
Yep.
they want to get the other stuff out, but God, I ain't got a trailer and a place to put it."
Well, we were at the antique mall, and Carrie's like, "Oh, hey, look, here's some wood cookies." And I go over and look at them. I go, "They want $5. They want $5 for a 3-inch cookie, 1/2 inch thick." I'm like, "Wow, it's at the antique mall. It's got to be an antique wood cookie, right?" I'm like, Carrie, that whole stack right there is $100 worth of wood cookies. I can cut a limb off the tree outside for
Yep.
free.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, I can cut I can cut a tree off a limb off the tree up front, and I could sell it for wood cookies.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Or you
"Ugh."
could
What's the
hook up
piece?
with, or you could hook up with a tree service and grab all of the pre-cut limbs you want
Yeah, I can do that too.
for nothing.
Like I couldn't believe the price that they were selling them for. It was unbelievable. At the antique mall, I'm like, it's not even 5 years old. Come on. I don't even
Yeah.
know why it's at the antique mall.
One of the stores, one of the big box stores, I don't remember if it was Lowe's or Home Depot, was selling pallets for like 25, 35 bucks.
A piece?
Yeah.
Oh,
And people were buying them.
hell, we get them around here for $3 to $5.
We get them for free.
Sometimes I
there's-
can get them for free.
All kinds of places around here, free pallets. They're sitting out in
Mhm.
front of their businesses. Free pallets. Come and grab free pallets. They're free. Come grab them.
Mhm.
I hit the Craigslist free section almost every day, and there's forever at least about 5 ads in there. Free pallets, come get them.
A lot of times I find though that wood is not it's crappy. Most of the time the pallets ain't no good. Sometimes
Yeah,
they are.
99% of it
Yeah.
is. 99% of it is crappy because if they're giving it away,
Yeah,
it's had a rough life.
yeah.
Chris is asking for ranting tonight. Chris, you want to join in our little discussions here? Come on.
Fellas, I need to drop out.
All right, Herb. Take
All
care.
right,
Bye,
Herb.
Herb.
Have
Bye,
a good
Herb.
one.
I heard.
Beth says she's got some very nice veneers. Did the dentist charge you too much for them?
Yeah.
Tip your waitress, but not over.
Yeah, Jason, just go out there and start cutting them all apart, branches off, and just leave your dead trunks there for some chainsaw artists to deal with.
Now, there is one project that I've wanted to make, and I should have made it before I sent the laser back, but I could not get it to focus and do what I wanted it to do. I always wanted to get a laser and get some cookies about 3 to 4 inches in diameter. Make some coasters for my daughter who was hot and heavy into the Marvel Universe thing.
Ah.
I wanted to take a wood cookie and laser engrave in it, I was Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy.
I was Groot. That's hilarious.
Yep.
Yeah, Shay, what are you gonna do with all that cedar you got?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's some
All right,
nice
I'll be
cedar
right
you
back.
got.
I still got a half a closet pack of cedar over here I need to do something with.
No, she went out and got some. She got double live edge cedar boards. I don't know where she got them from. Her truck was full of them.
One of the first commissions I did with my CNC router was basically I carved one of Linda's good friends owned a yarn shop. She has sold it and moved on to do other things. But I was basically carving her business card into aromatic cedar. And she was selling them. And I was making like $400 off of a closet pack of aromatic cedar, 1/4 inch thick cedar strips. And when she sold the business, that ended. But basically, it was a little oval piece of aromatic cedar with like a sheep or an alpaca or a rabbit or a goat carved on the front, and the shop information carved into the back. And they would throw these things in with their fiber. The aromatic cedar repels moths. So they don't get moths in the wool. And man, they were buying them up like crazy. And I'd pay $25 for a closet pack of cedar and cut out a bunch of them in a weekend.
Cindy's asking if that's a spinning wheel behind you.
Yes, it is. That one is there for storage, basically, because she's got no other place to put it. That one's there. We're basically kind of conserving it. I've done a little bit of work to it, but it'll never really spin again the right way. So we're trying to find it a good home
Spin
for
it
somebody
left.
that just wants a little bit of a decorative piece. It's not really spinnable. So it is very old. It's the early 1800s, but It's had a lot of repairs in its life. Where I'm sitting right here. You restored 12 of them. Okay. Where I'm sitting at right here, I could reach out and touch 1, 2, 3, 4 spinning wheels, and there are another 1, 2, including that one here in this room. My wife just recently sold 2 of hers. She's down to 23. She is a spinning instructor. In fact, she's working with her last student now. She's retiring. And we just kind of started inheriting wheels, and I fix them up and we sell them. And I have a bunch of them in various stages of repair and disrepair. So she has 6 walking wheels. So.
Lady had 10 wheels in her shed that her mother collected. I got them for $10 a piece.
You stole them wrong.
Yeah. Acquired. Shay, like I said, just do overlays and put welcome on them. Stick them in your front door and say, for sale, $350. Telling you.
Yeah.
They sell good. They make really good money.
Yeah, you were being polite and you succeeded, but I know what you meant. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I'd have dove on that like white on rice. I'm not kidding you. I'd have been all over that deal. There's been a few that were given to us. Basically, it was a case of, well, if you don't take it, it's going to go to the dump, and I can't do that. So, I got one here in a box that I got from another shop up north of us. They said, if you don't take it, it's going in the dumpster. And this was this one was used for spinning linen. And we're not 100% certain, but we think it's from either the early 18 or the late 1700s. And that was given to us. Then we have another one that a lady broke and said, I don't want it back. Just take it or I'm going to burn it. So I took it. And I have got the parts to fix it. I've yet to have the time. But
wow.
So there's been a lot of that. But I do the repair work they need and get them spinning, and then we pass them on somebody else. So
Someone asked, what's a walking wheel?
walking wheel is okay. They don't have a drive band. Well, excuse me. They have a drive band, but they don't have a regular flyer assembly. And the main drive wheel is, let's see, her biggest one is, the drive wheel is 40-inch diameter. And the way you spun on them was you rotated the wheel by hand and you held the fiber in the other hand and it spun on a spindle as you turned the wheel. Then you stepped away from that spindle to pull the wool, the yarn, the length of the yarn on it. Then you repositioned your hands and kind of wound it back up on the spindle. So you ended up walking in a big circle as you spun that yarn. So they are big. I don't know if I have a picture on this computer of my wife standing next to hers. At the end of my wife's video on making her 18th century working class woman's dress, she actually spins on one of her walking wheels. So,
Wow.
it was a lot of work, but that's how they clothed themselves. Most people couldn't afford store-bought material. So she is hot and heavy into this. I mean, she's
Hot and heavy.
Oh, I'm serious. We haven't had a dining room table since 2006. We have a 8-harness floor loom instead. It's got a 6-foot square footprint on it. So we need that a little counter. She has quite a few drop spindles that she uses also. And when she gets mad at them, she calls them throw spindles. So,
Uh, I'm surprised she's never made you a shirt though, Mark.
she has knitted me several pairs of socks out of hand spun, hand dyed. But as far as she knitted me a sweater to go with my kilt, I picked out an Aran sweater. I picked out the patterns, and she knitted it for me, and then promptly didn't like it. I love it. So,
Yes, but she is her own worst critic, right?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
she is her own worst critic. Aran sweaters, the Irish fisherman sweaters, they were actually knitted by men, and these were, stormy weather and during the off season or what have you, when they couldn't go out on the boats. It was kind of like a competition to see who could come up with the most complex pattern on their sweaters. And I went through her books and said, okay, I want this in the front, right in the center. Then I want these cables to the sides, and I want this pattern over here, and I want this down the sleeves, and this, that, and the other. And she did it. She knitted it up.
I
Took
love
her
really old cable knit sweaters.
about a year and a half to make it, but she got it. It's gorgeous. I love it. So. Oh, okay. Cindy said she made drop spindles for a rabbit and alpaca spinner. Yeah. Linda's made a few spindles, and she makes a bunch of them. For the whirl she uses, you can impale a watermelon at 6 feet with those. Yes, you can. For the whirl, she uses polymer clay, and she'll like braid it and then put it in a spiral or do whatever kind of a pattern with it, then bake them. And then she's got her own tools. She drills them out and puts a shaft on them. And when she's doing demos, she gives them to kids with a little bit of fiber, shows them how to spin on it. Kids love that kind of thing. So
You said shaft.
she has a ball with her fiber stuff. She's got, like I said, she's down to 23 wheels and another one being sold Tuesday. So that'll get us down to 22.
Well, you could always consider yourself lucky that she wasn't into windmills and grounds.
This is true. I mean, you know, but she has fun. I mean, well, Cindy, that's what she uses is mainly Saxony wheels. She found one of her quote unquote bucket wheels for sale about 5 hours to the north of us, and that's a Irish Castle wheel. And while we were there, he had another little Castle wheel, the Wee Peggy, and I got them both for her and brought them home and got them all cleaned up and everything. That Irish Castle wheel's gorgeous, but her go-to wheel, the one she loves the most, is a Kromsky Symphony, and she just absolutely loves that thing. That's the wheel that that's the first thing she would grab if there was a fire. So
He finished the gardenias.
mm-hmm.
Jason
No,
asked no
I
gardenias.
I finished cutting the gardenias. They're
Oh,
not
yeah,
finished
that's right.
yet.
Trying to see if I have a picture of her with one of her walking wheels. Okay.
Oh, I suppose I could do some cutting, but Rob would have
What
to
fun would
talk in
that
the
be?
chat. Rob would have to
Rob-
talk in the chat.
Okay. Want me to get my book? I'm just kidding.
What fun would that be? Okay, here we go. If you don't mind, John, I'll screen share one. I finally found a picture.
Sure.
Come back over here. Share screen. And boom. That is my wife standing next to her big walking wheel. She's 5'4", and you can see how tall that thing is. And you spin the wheel by hand, and it spins this spindle, and that's where the actual yarn spinning
Wow.
takes place, is over there. So as you get further and further, as the yarn gets longer and longer, as you step further and further away, then you run it back the other direction and it reel it up onto the spindle, then you start spinning again. So, but yeah, she's 5'4", and you can see how big that sucker is.
Wow.
And this was one of those wheels that it was a case of, if you don't come get this, we're going to throw it in the dump. So we went and got it. And it took a little bit of work. I had to work on the back leg, and then I had to work on the rim of the wheel itself. But this is one of the wheels that she uses for demonstrations. It works just great. It works fine.
Cool.
So
Nelson's back.
she has fun with it. She said that's a dead ring. Okay, Cindy says that's a dead ringer for the one you have. We think it came from Missouri. The people we got it from, it was her grandmother's, then her mother's, and then she saved it because it had sentimental value, but she didn't know how to use it, didn't want to learn how to use it, and then they just wanted to get rid of it. So said, if you don't take it, we're going to throw it in the dump. And I couldn't let that go. So they're a lot of fun to work on. I mean, they're wood. I'm a wood guy. They're wood and they're machines. I like machines too. What's not to like about a wooden machine? So.
What would you do if you came upon a barn that had a whole crap ton of them in there, and you ain't got no place to put them? What would you do with them?
Rent storage.
I was gonna say you would take
Serious?
every one of them.
Yeah,
I know you
I would. I'd take every one of them to keep them out of a landfill. I really
knew you
would.
would.
Yeah. And the ones that I could get fixed and working easily, they would get sold to somebody who was going to use it. You know.
Is it part supplies fairly common for those, or no?
No, you generally have to make the pieces, but it depends on what it is. If it's because they're still in production, you can buy a brand new spinning wheel today. If it's something recent, then yeah, you can generally speaking get parts for them. But and I've somehow earned the reputation of the spinning wheel repair guy here for a couple of different brands. So folks get a hold of my wife, and I end up fixing things. So, but that's okay. I don't mind it. I like working on them. Yeah, I would definitely empty that barn of all of them and get them into somebody's hands. Of course, I know a few people who run yarn shops too, and I'd easily sell through the yarn shop for a commission. That's not a problem. I've done that before too.
It's the same with old Singer sewing machines too. Like a lot of people just use them for decoration and stuff. But the thing is if you actually take the time and clean them up, re-veneer them, get them all get all the wood in working order again, like new drawers and everything else, is new scroll work and stuff on it. That's not that hard to do. Fix the bottom, get the pedals working, put a new leather strap on it, get it good to go. You can sell them for you can buy them for $25 and sell them for like $500. cleaned up working orders, but you just gotta check on the serial numbers. I don't know.
down here, down here they don't go for that much because they're so common. They made and shipped so many million of those things
Well,
that antique stores don't want them. Thrift stores don't even want them.
That's why you check your own numbers on them now. Be surprised
You
if you find
know?
a thrift store.
Yeah, we donated 2 looms to rehabilitation hospital here, Cindy, for they wanted some sort of an occupational therapy, and we asked, "Are you interested in any looms for hand weaving?" Oh yeah, so there went 2 looms.
Hey,
Got them out of the
Fabi.
house.
Fabi, the funny girl's in the house.
Hello, Bobby.
We've had people ask us, "Well, why don't you give them to a museum? All these old spinning wheels." And it's like museums don't want them. They have limited storage, and they don't want them. They have no place to put them. So. She just hid somebody on accident. How do I undo that? You don't.
Who did you hide?
I'm glad it was hid instead of hit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really.
so I'm thinking, what are you
I
doing?
thought you meant hit for a second.
Maybe there's a
I buried a body back, and how do I undo that? Don't tell anybody.
That's it.
Oh, do you mean on your channel? You have to go to settings.
Settings, community, and then look for
Yeah.
hidden users, and then you can undo that. I'm an expert at hiding people.
I hid someone once, but then I let them back
Oh,
on.
God, I've got a whole list of people that I have banned from my channel.
I banned somebody one time at a Charles's show.
Yeah.
By accident.
Now, if it was in the chat here, Shay, you can scroll up to one of their earlier posts and undo it. Should be able to anyway. You notice she's not mentioning who she hid.
I think it was someone on her channel.
No, she said here in the chat.
Oh,
She got water on her phone and tried to wipe it off.
Well, stay off your phone in the tub.
No, that's the best solitaire time, man.
You metered us.
Turn the camera on if you're in the tub.
Jerry says the title says scrolling, and an hour later I haven't seen a scroll saw. Show Jerry your
Show
scroll
him.
saw.
There it
There
is.
you go.
I just broke something. I don't know what it was.
Uh-oh.
It's Jerry's fault. Robin looks like she's going on a date. Where are you going, Robin?
Nowhere.
They're dining in tonight.
The title says scrolling, but what does the description say? Huh.
Nowhere. Did you fix it?
I don't know. Something. I don't know what it's from. It's like a little rubber foot off something. I don't know what it's from though.
Uh-oh. Shay says she doesn't know who she hid. Well, it wasn't me because I ain't typing out there.
Clickbait. Fine, I'll scroll something.
Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Though the streams are swollen.
It's gonna be boring.
Okay.
Okay, he says.
Okay.
Keep that saw scrolling.
Raw wood.
Scroll on.
Wrong show.
I know, but I put it in there anyway.
There you go. Now a word from our sponsor. Dragon's Breath is the pyromaniac's dream.
What did it say at the top that's scratched out?
Cherry jam.
Get scratched out. How am I supposed to know what it says?
I don't know. You can't decipher it.
You get scratched out. You tell me what it says.
Cherry
It
jam.
looks like an E.
It starts with an S.
Oh, maybe it's Sandy.
Sandy's Dragon's Breath. I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably Sandy. Why'd you scratch it out?
Maybe it says salsa. Could have been salsa. You never know.
Yeah, Fabby says that looks sketchy. Crossed out words.
Well, he made it himself.
No, I didn't. It got dropped off my front door.
Already mixed up.
Yep.
Oh,
Came on an
okay, cool.
airplane. Came on an airplane. I don't even know who dropped it off.
Okay.
Wait, let me get back in Sandy's text and I'll tell you what she said to me.
Came in on a jet plane.
Is this private?
What?
Is this a private text?
Oh,
Yeah.
He shoots, he scores.
Hey John, are you still interested in some Dragon's Breath? I have someone driving through Grand Prairie next week, or like in a week and a half. If you could get him, if I can get him to leave you a jar on your step. Sure. Ted can swing by late tonight and drop off Dragon's Breath. I gave her
Sweet.
the address. He's coming from the airport. You don't have to answer the door. He'll set it on your doorstep around 11 or 12 p.m. That's it. That's all I know.
Sweet.
Next time, ask for a heat gun.
Hey, Mac, you need a house to go with that doorknob. Jeez.
And you don't have a toaster oven inside?
Why would I have a toaster oven?
Well,
I
in
have a
like
wife
your
that
house.
cooks.
To
No,
make
I know.
pizza rolls while you're scroll sawing.
I
Duh.
have a wife that cooks.
Some people have toaster ovens.
Our
Yeah.
actual oven does work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can use it for other things.
Like what? Toasting? That's what toaster's for.
No, like heating up stuff.
That's what that's what the oven's for.
You don't have an oven in your shop either. Some people's kids.
he doesn't even have a refrigerator in there.
You don't have
I-
anything that heats up in
Well,
there?
now, to be honest,
Yeah.
I don't have a refrigerator in any of my shops, and I don't want one. So, yeah.
You're sure not going to do it, huh?
Nope.
No,
I
no
gotta figure
beverages.
Nope.
I got a freezer in my shop.
Mm-hmm.
What do you need that? You got a perfectly good freezer in the house.
It's full of dead animals though. I don't want to keep them in the house though.
Gross.
Yeah, okay.
Roadkill?
Some of them. Only one of them is roadkill. It's my porcupine.
The Roadkill Cafe. You kill it, we grill it. From your grill to ours.
Dun, 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 dun. What do you edit? Oh, you're editing a video for tomorrow.
Robin had a healthy choice meal. I blame
Yeah.
tonight's dinner on Billy Burt. Billy Burt had that chicken pot pie the other day, and I casually mentioned to my wife that evening that she hadn't made one of her steak and mushroom pies in a long time. So that's what we had for dinner tonight.
Mm.
Oh boy, was it good.
Abby said, editing. I'll keep the stream running in the background. You're welcome, You're welcome, Juan.
But editing is the fun part. That's where you make the magic happen.
No, that's the bedroom. I hate editing.
Some people's kids, I'm telling you, you send them to school, they just eat the paste. Billy said he'll take the blame. Okay. Deal. Thank you. Because that's one of my all-time favorites, man.
He doesn't mind. He's still on. He's on his second glass of that Glenlivet.
Yeah. Billy having some Glenlivet.
That's my assumption.
Yeah.
I couldn't say for sure.
He struck me as a bourbon kind of guy, not as a Scotch kind of guy. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, I know he didn't finish the bottle the other night, so.
Somebody take them.
You left it at home. Where's you at, man?
He said something about being in West Texas.
Oh,
Now, I don't know if he means the west side of the state or the town West Texas. He didn't capitalize the word West, but you never know.
West Texas. He's out there in the desert.
He says he's at his brother's house
Oh, okay.
in West Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Sweetwater.
Okay,
Okay.
let's
Oh.
roll something.
Good job.
Yes, you
That's
did.
it. Have a good night. See y'all later.
September 11th.
Yeah. What about it?
That's when they's getting married.
That's when these guys are getting married. You know, in Canada,
Larry's-
it's just a day, right?
I don't know.
Larry said he didn't eat the paste. He painted the bus windows with the paste. Thought they needed to be fixed. Okay.
Did it work?
Shay says, Mark, am I a whiskey, beer, or wine girl? I don't know you well enough to know that.
She's a tall glass of water.
I don't make assumptions. I've only actually talked to you like 1.5 times. You were coming in as I was going out once on a live stream. So I don't drink at all, so I'm kind of boring
Same
in
here.
that
Me
regard.
too.
But I've spent enough time behind the bar to figure people out.
I did that for a little bit myself.
Yep.
Got out
Well,
of it as quick as I could.
I was casino manager, so when somebody didn't come in, got fired, quit, or just went to lunch, I was the guy behind the bar or in the cashier's cage
Mm-hmm.
or doing whatever.
Cindy says, I used to put crazy glue on bus seats and then wait and watch the fun. What? That's awful.
Wow. There's some crazy people around here.
Yeah. There's a million ways to have fun.
Anybody ever tear their pants getting up? Or dress or whatever?
About the only thing crazy glue is really good for is gluing your fingers together.
Fingers.
Yeah. Or gluing you to whatever it is you're trying to fix.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't know.
Oh, Lord.
I had a thing, Cindy. I had a thing for unscrewing people's front porch light. Just go
Oh,
up
man.
and kind of just unscrew it just to the
Oh.
point to where it turns off. and then go away. Yeah, Cindy, we had a supervisor. One of my first jobs, I worked for a dental company. I upholstered dental chairs. We had a supervisor who liked to play practical jokes on people, and he swiped a small bottle of STP oil treatment from the clean room, we called it. It's where they assembled the dental drills. He swiped a little bottle of STP, and then he went into the women's bathroom and smeared that all over the toilet seats.
Oh my God.
And a couple of the girls were less than happy with him. So I made a suggestion. Well, actually, I was the enabler because I brought it to work. He had a coffee cup that he would fill it full of coffee. He'd set it down somewhere, and then off he'd go. And you would find that coffee cup in weird places. And he'd come back and he'd find it and, just drink it. Didn't matter if it was hot, cold, whatever. Didn't care. I brought in a bottle, one of those little teardrop shaped bottles of green food coloring. Gave it to one of the girls, and I said, if you happen to see Gary's coffee cup, you know what to do. She emptied that sucker in that coffee.
Oh my God.
Emptied it.
Oh man.
He walked around with green teeth for a week. The whole inside of his mouth was, smile, Gary. Why you look so sullen? Shut up. What's the matter, Gary? Shut up. I'm like, dang, I didn't know you was going to use the whole thing. She says, if you're going to go, go big. I'm like, okay. We need to party.
Did that stop him from doing the practical jokes?
Like that, yes. He would still do other stuff. But he stopped picking on the women and the women's bathroom. It was just kind of like, nope, that's off limits. Certain things you don't mess with.
Wow.
So.
That was a good one.
Yep. Best ever is screamers in the exhaust pipes. An old electrician's practical joke when you're out, especially on a big job site, was take the real long zip ties, real long cable ties, and take two of those, crawl underneath somebody's truck. Ford pickups were always the best because they had the bottom of the bed was steel. And crawl underneath the truck and zip tie them onto the drive shaft and don't cut them off. Put two of them on there, just a little out of phase. And fire it up. Everything's great. They start to drive off and that drive shaft starts spinning and those cable ties start slapping the bottom of the bed. It sounds like something's trying to come out of the engine compartment at you. And they slow down and you don't hear anything. Take off again and it see people pull out about 6 times. So what the heck's going on? They get out, scratch their head, can't figure it out. Eventually we'll crawl underneath and you sons of bitches. My crown jewel, though, was on a pilot when I was stationed over in Germany. I was a helicopter mechanic. We were out in the field for about 3 weeks. And one pilot slammed me with like 6 practical jokes. Just little annoying things, wet sponge in the bottom of your combat boot. You get up in the morning, put your foot in it, and that's a nasty feeling. But stuff like that.
I bet.
So I kept telling everybody, don't hit this guy with practical jokes. He's mine. Because I knew people would talk about it. And I did that for close to a year. And he thought, sure, I was all talk and no action because I never did anything. He flew back to the States with his fiance to get married. And the night before the wedding, I had my commander call him up and cancel his leave.
Oh,
Called him up. His wife was in on it. Called him up, said, Mike, Yugoslavia is blowing up. We're going to war. I'll call you back in an hour. You better have plane reservations. He's like, no, you can't do this to me. The wedding's tomorrow. He's like, I'm sorry, your leave is canceled. We're picking up equipment en route. We're going to war. This is it. So he called him back in about an hour. Of course, his mother started hyperventilating, so wife to be let her in on the joke, and she thought it was flipping hilarious. So he called him back about an hour later. He says, have you got reservations? He says, well, I haven't been able to get a hold of anybody. It's real late here. He says, okay, well, don't worry about it. Mark says he got you back. The only thing that saved my tail was the fact that he was on leave for like 30 days, so he had a month to cool off.
Oh, that's good.
Yep.
Oh, man.
See, Cindy said they stole an OPP police car in our little Ontario town, parked it in the mall parking lot, keys in it, siren going full tilt. Okay.
That's not one I think I'd care to try.
I think my dad was the king. My dad and about 6 of his CB buddies, I mean CBs in the Navy, construction battalion, a 2-man Japanese submarine had washed up ashore during a hurricane when he was stationed on Guam. And they painted it all up, prettied it all up, and put it on a pedestals in front of the base headquarters. Well, my dad and his CB buddies went and got drunk, got a bunch of construction equipment, and went out, picked that sucker up, filled it full of sand, and sunk it in the swimming pool of the officers' club.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Ooh.
I was telling that story in a little bar in Fernley, Nevada, and some guy halfway down the other end said, that story is true. By God, I was there when it happened. And I'm like, you were there? He was attached on one of the ships that had just left port. That morning when they found that submarine, they made the 6 ships that made up that little fleet, that little flotilla, they made all 6 of them come back to port till they found out who did it.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes, they turned us around and made us come back. I know it's true. I was there when it happened.
Oh, my God. What'd they do to him, I wonder?
They never found out who did it.
Oh, no.
They never found out who did it.
Wow, that's pretty cool. They kept that silence, man.
Yeah. Well, this time what they did was they put it back on the pedestals. They had bolted it down. This time they welded the nuts onto the threads. Then they filled it half full of concrete to cover up those nuts. So they said, if you're going to take this sucker again, you're going to work for it. So.
Oh, Lord. That was a good one. Yeah, my old man was, my stepdad was a CB in World War II as well.
Jeez. Cindy says she moved her dad's 45-foot cabin cruiser boat from its docking place around the bay, made a mock top for the boat, then had the harbor fellow call my dad and tell him his bilge pump failed. So come out and there's a top sitting there.
Oh, my God.
That's a lot of planning.
You're not kidding.
Yep.
Lord,
oh, man. We used to do some wild stuff in the Army, but I never got super destructive anyway. You know, little things like on the front seat of a Cobra helicopter, you have the telescopic sighting unit. It's a big You got two handles with triggers, and you're controlling the 30mm cannon up front with it.
Mm-hmm.
You put your face down in it, and there's where your gun sight is and everything else. We take photocopy machine toner and rub it on that big
Yeah.
gasket. You'd stick your face in there and come up looking like the Lone Ranger, you know.
Oh, jeez. Well, they have a pretty good idea who might have done that.
Oh, I did it several times. We got each other all the time. So, but you know, you got to do stuff like that to keep from going crazy, especially when you're out in the field. Because I mean, you're out there in tents and everything, you know, training, quote unquote. Basically, we were still working on aircraft. The pilots got all the training. We still did normal maintenance or repairs like we always did.
Mm-hmm.
We just did it in the mud. But you know, you got to blow off steam somehow. Otherwise, you just go crazy.
Yeah. Cindy said the idea was that he would see it from the top of the stairs to the dock. When he came flying down those steps, he saw the little card that said "Happy Birthday, got you."
That's messed up, Cindy.
Yeah, that.
But I like your mind.
Yeah. I don't want to think of be on the receiving end of that one, but yeah, I've took care of that puppy.
You've got to respect a brain that would come up with something like that,
yeah.
and then have the ingenuity and the capability to pull it off.
Yeah.
That I respect.
Yeah.
Score yourself 5 bonus points.
I don't know how you would top that one, Cindy.
That was the start of 35 years of pranks. Well, I read a news story. Oh my gosh, I was 16 or 17. So this was years ago. 40 plus years ago. About a pair of twin brothers. And one of them, 1 year for their birthday, he gave him a pair of what he described as the ugliest shoes he'd ever seen in his life. So the next year for their birthday, the brother who received the shoes gave them back. And that started a many years long thing with them of giving those shoes back. And the way they were given back and forth, I mean, they were delivered in a block of ice, a block of concrete. One of them put them in the trunk of a car and had it crushed down into a cube and had that delivered to the guy's driveway.
Wow.
I mean, they just kept ramping it up, how they were going to keep trading back and forth that pair of shoes. Dwight Weagle wants to know, is that a number 0 Nequa blade, John?
It is not. Is it penguin blade?
It's a Owen Penguin Gold Blade Spiral.
01 Penguin Gold Spiral? Okay. Cindy, before you do anything with the expanding foam, that stuff, there is no chemical that will remove it. Just know that. Okay? There's no chemical that will remove it. You have to break it and then grind it off. Break it, chip it, pry it, and then grind it off. Just know that.
And then repaint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that.
She said she knows. Okay. Just so you know. That's the point. Well, yeah, over in the Netherlands, they've had a rash of, they know it's young guys doing it on the speed cameras that they have set up along the side of the highway. There's a little ventilation hole on the back side of these things towards the bottom. And these kids are running around. They'll find one of these cameras, and when they can get away with it, they get some of that great stuff, builder's foam, and just shove it up into that hole in that speed camera and fill it up until the thing bursts. And it's getting to where it's getting to be too expensive for the government to keep replacing speed cameras.
Wow.
So,
Well, if people stop speeding with cameras.
Chris Nealon says acetone will dissolve it poorly. No, it won't. I'm a veteran of that. I'm a veteran of that. I tried that acetone was one of the first things I tried. Then I moved on to xylene. Then I got serious and went on to gasoline. Didn't touch it. Oh, okay. Cindy said we're going to move his van, make an expanding foam meteor with car parts like his in the driveway, then call the local news. Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
Robin said one April Fool's, her dad set her time an hour and ahead, so I woke up an hour early, got all ready an hour too soon.
So yeah, just enough time to do your makeup in here.
Oh no, that was already done. It was just that hour was spent trying to find the right shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Trying on all of her stops.
Cindy scares me.
Cindy scares you? Yeah.
Yeah. She said I'm pure evil.
Yeah.
So does her dad too. She said.
I have a feeling she gets as often as she gives. So we did something similar with the alarm clock thing. We did something similar to Patrick. Patrick has one of those Echo Dots, the Alexa thing.
Yeah.
And he made the mistake of taking off his headset one day in a hangout and setting it down too close to that thing.
Oh, y'all started hollering out Alexa or something?
Yeah, we set alarms to go off at like 2:30 in the morning. Turn on lights and then shut them off again at certain times. That boy had no idea what was going on. I mean,
Oh God, y'all got him good.
I used to just get on shows like this and say something, Alexa, play Common People by William Shatner, and just see if it would play. Just see who has one of those things. Because
that's why I keep my headphones on, because I got one right there.
Yeah, because that is got to be one of the absolute worst recordings I have ever heard in my life.
Wow. See what you said?
Yeah, I do. I see what she says.
Oh my God.
Yeah. The rest was driving him crazy. He called you so many names. Yeah.
I bet he did.
I like small, subtle jokes that only I'm involved in and only I know about. Like there was another pilot when we were stationed over in Germany. Every day before I went home, I would get out my wrenches, and he had a bicycle that he rode up and down the flight line to go from hangar to hangar. And I would lower his seat about 1/4 inch every day. And a few days had passed, and he'd come in, Mark, can I borrow some wrenches? What's going on, sir? Well, I need to adjust my bicycle seat. I'm going to have to get another one or something because it keeps getting lower and lower down. I'm like, oh, okay. Open up my toolbox, give him the wrenches. He'd fix it. And I'd start again the next day. Just drop his seat about 1/4 inch every day. Then I got a little cocky. Then I dropped his seat and raised his handlebars.
Oh my
God.
God.
And he, after about 2 days, he knew something was up. He knew somebody was messing with him. Jason says, I just had to tell Alexa to stop. Thanks. You're welcome. My work here is done. We know Jason has one.
Fist bump.
She dyed his snow green and cut 100 pink flamingos planted them all around his yard because he said he was missing summer. Okay. That'll work.
Wow.
So you can tell you all were never in the Army. She went to a cottage and brought 3 suitcases of clothes for a 2-day trip.
Yeah.
Tell you guys
my-
was,
Got my head on the Bible again. Mm.
I'm telling you. In the Army, that was deserving, see, just a weekend. You get a change of underwear and a change of socks, and that's about it. That's what you took with you. Maybe 2 pairs of socks, just in case you had to walk through the mud. Chris, I am not going to say that.
I read it and I wasn't saying it either.
Yep. No, but you'll be trying that later on, just to see what happens.
I think them kids who have come around here have already said that once, and she does do a pretty good one.
Well, we have a mutual friend, Doc.
Mhm.
When his parents have one, and when he goes over there, he messes with it. He sets alarms there. He does all kinds of stuff with
Oh,
their
man.
stuff. He searches for things. He doesn't buy anything for them, but he searches for some of the goofiest things. He'll
Oh,
just
my
pick
God.
3 words like screaming purple parrots, and just to mess with their search history.
And they'll wonder where all this stuff is coming from.
And all the ads that get geared towards
Yeah.
his dad will tell me, says, all of a sudden the other day, I was getting nothing but Buick ads. I don't know what's going on. And Doc's like, oh, it wouldn't have been me sitting there talking about Buicks, searching for Buicks through your Echo
Lord.
Dot. Oh, man.
Yeah, I hadn't seen Patrick in a while.
Yeah, he popped into a hangout last night.
Oh, okay.
Yep, said he just kind of wanted to drop out of sight and get off social media for a while. And we're gonna probably jump in a hangout again this weekend sometime. So my dad's 50th birthday, Cindy says, my dad's 50th birthday was when I did the boat trick along with a whole bunch of pranks. Took the entire night to rig everything up. It made the local paper. Yeah. You know, if you're going to do it right.
Damn.
You're going to talk or you're going to fish?
I think I'd hate to get on her bad side because ain't no telling what she could come up with.
Well,
Ooh.
this sounds like she's doing this to somebody on her good side. So you
Yeah,
might want to be careful of that too.
Yeah, well. I know
Maybe the
nothing.
safest place to be is on her bad side.
I don't know.
She's damn straight. Oh,
Oh my God! Don't talk about fishing. I'm in withdrawal.
I gotta wait some months before we go fishing. It's I'm waiting for winter steelhead and the Chinook salmon run. So said, yeah, her dad and her love each other. He's all she has left of her birth family. Well, couldn't stand it, could you, Robin? Had to go change.
No. I got food.
Oh, got food. Okay. Yeah, I'm about 3 miles away from the Rogue River, so we'll go out and go steelhead fishing when the run starts.
I haven't been fishing since I was a kid.
It's been a couple of years for us. We just haven't had time. It used to be we get our licenses right at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
That her huge lake is so low right now. There's only 5 feet of water on the pier where I fish when hubby is away. Usually it's 12 feet, and I never got skunked. Walleye maxed every morning. Hey, there you go. I'm on the West Coast, up in the Pacific Northwest. We're mainly trout, steelhead, and salmon out here, but we have a few lakes that have bass, but no walleye, no muskie or pike or anything like that. With us, it's rainbow trout or steelhead or salmon, coho or Chinook salmon, either one. And I'm 3 miles away from world-class salmon river, so.
Lake Winnipeg.
Oh, Lake Winnipeg? Okay. Billy Burt wants to know, wouldn't it have been easier, John, to cut that little letter from a larger piece?
Started off as a larger piece.
It was a larger piece. Where you
See,
been?
that's where it started at. It started at that piece right there. Thing is, I'm still only raw cutting these because it's easier to because I gotta sand them anyway, so it's easier just to rough cut them, cut into my corners, and then to go to the sander, just run it through the sander so I get nice straight edges on them.
Webfoot, I didn't see that question, but his last video was a jet boat on a Rogue. Yeah, I'm talking about the Rogue. I'm about 3 miles away from the Rogue River. Chinook salmon are in Gold Beach right now. Yep. Chris Nealon says he had toasted almond salmon tonight. Delicious. Yeah, my favorite salmon is smoked salmon. I will eat my weight in smoked salmon. Oh my gosh. Good stuff, Maynard.
All right, fellas, I'm gonna have to drop out.
Why?
I got things to do. And the wife's
Nobody likes a
already-
quitter, Russ.
The wife's already on me. I can feel it.
Nobody likes a quitter,
I
Russ.
know. We're just
Okay.
gonna have to be unlike.
Okay.
See y'all later.
All right. Have a good
All right,
night.
see you later, Russ.
Bye, Russ.
Chris wants to know cold smoke or warm. Yes. I like them both. Yes.
30th of August. Well, kids go back to school 31st of August, so I guess that's good timing. And yogurt and bar should not be in the same word, Robin.
Yeah.
No.
You have to go past the yogurt shop to get to the bar.
Mm.
So good.
Cindy wants to know, have I ever used a stovetop smoke cooker? No, I have not. I built a smoker out of a 55-gallon drum, and I use that. I love my drum smoker. I wanted a Weber Smoky Mountain until I saw how much they cost. And I thought, no, for $499, I could build me an ugly drum smoker. So I did. It cost me $80, everything all total. And it's the best $80 I ever built. Okay. Say no. I'm gonna have to look into a stovetop smoke cooker. When you just want some quick cook something smoke. Just need a range fan. Well, we've got a range fan now, but we also have one of those glass top stoves. So I don't know if that matters or not. So. So do you. Okay. All right. I'll have to look. Let's see. Let's do some Googling. John isn't the only one who can Google while on a live stream. The stovetop smokers. Okay, yeah, I see what you're talking about. They're proud of those suckers too, I'll tell you what. Them looking pretty expensive. Holy cow, there's one at Williams Sonoma for $700. That not out of this cowpoke, you ain't.
Hi, Nancy.
Okay, I see some cheaper ones. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to look into one.
You're not supposed to buy the ones from Wish there, Mark.
I'm a firm believer in. Okay, first of all, I'm Scottish, so I understand. I don't want to spend the money.
No, you're not in the value of $1.
Yeah, I don't. I don't want to spend the money. But then again, I firmly understand. You get what you pay for. And yeah, Cindy, I'm seeing that too, around $80. In fact, there's one from Nordic Wear that's $57. But I digress. And yeah, you can order a $2 something, but then you'll end up with a $2 something. And I'm tired of settling for stuff. If you buy a piece of garbage, then it breaks, then you blame the piece of garbage. You don't blame yourself for buying the piece of garbage. So just, go for something in the middle. I've had that happen to me, Cindy, not with Wished, and it was slightly the other way around, but yeah, I get your point. It's more common than you think. Yeah, these look interesting. I might have to check into one. 4-piece stainless personal stovetop smoker. I might have to check into that.
Assorted wood dust. Oh, I'm sure there's lots of dust in their shop.
Oh, yeah.
Look, I got some. Look, Cindy.
Cameron's okay.
Look, I got assorted wood dust right here. There's
Yeah.
cedar and oak and pine and
MDF.
there's plywood. There's MDF in there. That's assorted dust, isn't it? That's assorted wood dust.
Go for the kettle type. That's what I was looking. I was looking at the Nordic one. Okay, Crafty Peep is in the house saying I only have 5%, so I'll probably lose you all.
All right, Tam. Well, if we lose you, take care.
Bye, Tammy.
Yeah, I got wood chips all over the place here. I've got, hickory, cherry, oak, maple. I think I still have some grapevine left.
That's where I heard it.
Yep. Arr, arr. Your friend Marvin told you.
Robin doesn't get these jokes.
No. Boom, 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 boom,
Did you get that one, Robin?
boom, boom,
No.
boom, boom, boom,
Well, he said he has some grapevine. I said that's where I heard it from.
Oh, yeah.
boom, boom,
Wow.
boom, boom, boom.
I wasn't listening. I was kind of reading the chat at the same time.
We weren't reading it out loud too much.
Bourbon soaked oak
Mark's
with
reading
hickory. is my go-to for elk. Okay. Okay. I use oak and hickory when I make salami. It's my favorite.
Oh,
Yeah,
now I want some buffalo jerky now.
I take it you've never made salami then, huh, John?
No, I eat a lot of salami. I just don't make it.
Okay. It's actually very, very easy to make. It's just like it's basically it's like making a meatloaf, but then
Yeah,
you
but
let
then
it cure in the fridge for about 5 days before you cook it.
yeah, see, I wouldn't. It wouldn't last 5 days. I'd just be eating it anyway.
Not raw,
Why not?
because it's nasty,
Yeah,
and it ain't salami yet.
I've eaten raw bacon. It's nothing bad. It's nothing bad there.
Well, but it's not salami yet, is what I'm getting at. So.
Like a mess in Carrie's kitchen. She doesn't like when I do that.
Hungarian smoked sausage. I'd have to hear the other name, the Hungarian name for it, to let you know if I've had it or not. The Greeks and the Croats make a sausage that I can't pronounce the name of, but my God, is it good. Excellent point, Cindy. There's no such thing as raw bacon.
Well, fresh out of the package is considered raw.
Okay.
Most people don't eat it like that.
We had some boudin the other day. Russ knows what that is. That's a Cajun sausage made from chicken and rice and a few other things. Good stuff, Maynard. Yes, that's the one, Potter 64. That's the one. I cannot pronounce it, but God, is that good.
Chevachippy?
That I don't know exactly how to pronounce that, but my God, is that good stuff. I don't know. I like a lot of different sausages. I mean, I like, linguiça, Portuguese sausage. Chorizo, all kinds of different chorizos. Cevachipi, okay, yeah, that's the one. I love that stuff. Oh my God, is that good? I mean, no sausage talk. Get used to it. Welcome to Sausage Talk with your hosts, Kilbasa.
Were you on the other day when we were talking about Grimm's fairy tales? Because I came across one. It was the bird, the mouse, and the sausage.
Oh,
And
okay. No.
totally threw it right off.
Oh, okay. Nope, I didn't. Grimm's fairy tales were actually pretty grim.
Oh, I know.
So, yep, chorizo is, oh my God. Cevachipi, okay. The problem is finding it in Oregon. That's the hard part. I mean, there's only one or two different local places here that make a decent linguiça.
There's a German deli I really like to go to in Edmonton, but you know it's a 5-hour drive.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only place to really get really good, authentic German sausages and German meats
Yeah.
and German cheeses and German products.
Yeah. We loved it being stationed over there. I mean, That's to get my daughter to practice her German. I would give her a little bit of money and send her up the road to the butcher shop and say, "Go get dinner." "What do you want me to get?" Whatever you get, you bring it home and we'll cook it. "I don't want to go do that." "Go do it. Go do it." So she would, and she eventually learned how to order various thises and that's anyway.
I just walk in and point to it.
Do what?
I just walk in the store and point to it. Just walk in the deli and
Yeah.
point to it.
Well, she couldn't do that because I mean, we lived in a very small town, and I mean, it was all written on a chalkboard. So she would have to decipher the writing, then order. And she got pretty good. I mean, she never brought home the same thing twice, but it was always something good.
Good.
So she was 15; she could handle it. So. You will always get me with the food talk. I've come creeping back out of my editing cave. Okay, well, let's see. We've done sausage talk. So what's next? How do you do eggs? Over easy, scrambled, or
Deviled.
poached? You be the judge.
Deviled.
Deviled? Yeah. I can tear up some deviled eggs.
Out of all the ways to cook eggs, why can you not walk into a restaurant and say, "Oh, how would you like your eggs?" "Oh," I said, "Oh, I want them Benedicted. Benedict my eggs." "Oh, we don't do that here, sir."
Well-
then Scotch them for me.
Oh, man.
What?
Yeah,
Well,
I love Scotch
a lot
egg.
of places don't know how to make Scotch eggs.
A lot of people have
Like,
never heard of Scotch egg.
Yeah, and they're like, no, sunny side, over easy, over hard, poached. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Egg salada. Okay. Cindy says, I live in the Icelandic capital of Canada. Lots of very strange foods. Okay. Eggs Benedict is a brunch item on menus. Well, Eggs Benedict, I mean, there's some special sauces that they have to make up for that and what have you. But I'm with you, John. If they can
Hollandaise.
fry one, make you an omelet, or all this other stuff, they can make you Eggs Benedict if they want
Well,
to.
exactly. They can make me eggs Florentine,
So,
too.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
You can also make me meringue. It's not that hard.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. And as far as Scotch eggs are concerned, that's Robin's ultimate nightmare because that's a boiled egg wrapped in sausage, dunked in an egg wash, rolled in breadcrumbs, and then fry it up. Good stuff. Good stuff, Maynard. They're the size of a baseball, but man, I love them. Venturta, isn't that like stuffed grape leaves, Cindy? I may be wrong. Hardfisker I've heard of. We've never had it.
Hard Fisker.
Get your mind out of my gutter, John. It's crowded.
Hard Fisker, stockfish.
Nope. Okay. It's not.
Unsalted fish. Usually caught, dried by cold air and wind on wooden racks on the foreshore.
Yeah, I've heard it was dried fish. Wienerterta? Okay. Wienerterta. Okay. Now, if we were in Germany, I'd know how to say that. That would be something that would be like a German cake.
Also known as Randlane, multi-layered cake, made from alternating layers of almond and or cardamom flavored biscuits and plum jam. Oh,
Okay.
that actually sounds really good.
Yeah, a Wiener Tirta would be a cake from Vienna. Because German for cake is Torte. Or Tort. And Wiener is something from Vienna. Ralapulsa is pressed sheep meat. Okay.
Sheep jerky.
Well, that's what real gyros is, pork and lamb. So
What? A gyro?
gyro.
That's what I said.
No, you made it into a navigation system. I said it the right way. We had a Greek restaurant down the street from us when we lived in Germany. God, that place was good. And it didn't matter what you ordered to drink or how old you were, if you were with an adult. Every drink came with a small shot of ouzo. And my wife didn't like ouzo. We weren't letting the daughter have ouzo. Of course, it was licorice, so that she wouldn't have liked it anyway. So guess who got shots of ouzo, 3 shots of ouzo every time people ordered drinks?
Did you end up getting drunk?
No. But
Not on 3 shots of Ouzo.
no. The 2 1-liter bottles of beer didn't help, but whenever I drank, she drove. So gyro. You do pronounce the G with a G. At least that's how the Greeks pronounce it. But yeah, around here everybody calls him a gyro, and I'm just like, oh gosh. About the only thing that I had over there that I didn't really like was called a rouladen. And that was where they would take an otherwise decent cut of beef and spread mustard on the inside, then just kind of wrap it around a huge dill pickle and then bake it.
Or asparagus.
I did not like that at all.
It's good with asparagus.
No, thank you. You can have my share.
Really? I
I'll go get
love
some.
rouladen.
I didn't like the rouladen. Sauerbraten was okay. I mean, it wasn't my favorite, but I would eat that. Rouladen, no thanks. That's not what a Greek told Billy, but I suppose he could have been wrong. I don't know. That's what the 3 Greek people I've met in my life, that's what they've called it.
Lego Wellington from Chef Ramsay.
I don't know how Chef Ramsay makes a Wellington, to be honest with you. But I saw that dill pickle go in, and I was like, oh, this may not be good. And I was right. And it was like, what did that beef do to you? It didn't deserve that. Fate. There are some combinations that just don't sound right. I'm sorry. Cindy said, yeah, don't get me started. I love my Hungarian heritage and the messes that folks call goulash. Yeah, I've heard that goulash is one of those things that no 2 people make it the same way. I don't know. I don't think I've ever had real goulash. I don't think I've ever had it. So I'm pretty adventurous when it comes to food. I'll give it a try. Why not? I mean, when we were stationed over in Hawaii, I was working at an upholstery shop, and there were a bunch of native Hawaiians and Filipinos and Samoans that worked there, and they were all kind of like, okay, let's get the let's get the white kid to try this, you know. And I was like, sure, you know. They bring in dried cuttlefish, and I'm like, sure, I'll give it a try. Well, you want some of this smoked octopus? Yeah, sure. I'll give it a try. Why not? Cindy says you want to start a fight between two Hungarians. Just say goulash. That bad, huh? Basically a beef soup, really. Okay. Okay, Billy Burt makes real goulash. Well, like I said, I've never tried it.
Gabby says, I love trying new food.
Yep, me too. Cindy says she belongs to a Hungarian food group, and oh my God, the heated fights over what is and is not goulash is epic. I don't know. I think that's kind of sort of like spaghetti with Italian folks. No two people make it exactly the same way.
All right. Look at that. I cut something today. I didn't cut it.
Got your letters cut out and numbers.
Now I just got to cut out my trees that I did the other day and then overlay them so I can get my backer pattern for that done properly.
Yeah.
Finish cutting that, lay that out, and see how that's going to work for me.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to see that.
There's not much food in the world. Well, there's a lot of food in the world that I haven't tried, but there's not much that I haven't. I've never refused anything put in front of me. Doesn't matter where it's from.
Yep. I'm pretty adventurous. I know people will just, I mean, Linda about gagged when I said that I'd tried some dried cuttlefish. Are you kidding me? Cuttlefish? I'm like, what?
It's fish.
What do you
Fish
care
is
what it
fish.
looks like? Fish is fish. Yeah.
Yeah, fish is fish.
Cindy's starting a feud with the neighbor.
I see that.
Got new furniture for my craft area, Nancy says. The more I throw out, the more seems to appear. Yeah, funny how that works. We've been trying
exactly.
to thin out for 9 years now. Fried tripe with garlic and gnocchi noodles.
Who's got
Wasn't
the
much
cups?
for the consistency. No, that's fire truck. I wasn't much for the consistency of tripe. The flavor was, yeah, but no feud. She threw a bag of garbage at me. The bee is insane. Well,
Well, it's like Every time I visit my godfather in Thunder Bay, he's like, "Oh, John, have you been to the Hoyto?" I'm like, "Yeah, I've been to the Hoyto. I've been with the Hoyto with you." So, oh, you gotta go to the Hoyto. We gotta go to the Hoyto for breakfast. All right, let's go to the Hoyto for breakfast then. Mark, Mike, are you sure you want to go? You want to go to the Hoyto? Do you want to go to the Hoyto for breakfast? Yeah, let's go to the Hoyto. And it's weird because you walk downstairs like they're where is it? Finnish, I believe. And you walk downstairs of their cultural center, right? So you walk down into the basement, and it's basically these row tables with benches, and you basically got to weave your way through the people and sit down, and the menu is on the wall, and it's not in English, so you don't know what you're ordering, right?
Hmm. Well, you stay away from Hacko and you're all right. Robin don't like fish, but they've spoken so highly of you. Fish is not fish. My husband told me all about flounder. Barf. I don't know what he told you, but flounder's good stuff.
Yeah, it's all in house prepared. See, like I had shark steak one time and it was awesome. And then my dad cooked shark steak one time and he put soy sauce on it when he was cooking it.
Well,
And
there's your problem.
it just destroyed it. It
Mhm.
destroyed it. It was just disgusting. It's all in house prepared.
Yep, I'll agree with you 100% there. Most of the time we cook fish, she will fry it or I will grill it or smoke it. I don't like baked fish. I mean, I will eat it if I have to, if that's all there is. But I prefer fried, smoked, or grilled. And it doesn't matter the species to me. I mean, I can get just as into halibut or cod as I can salmon, trout, or bass. I like seafood too. Catfish, I love catfish.
Yeah, it's pretty meaty.
Bass is kind of bland, comparatively speaking. It needs a little bit more jazzing up, but a mild fish, I like cod. I get cravings for fish and chips every once in a while. I wish we were more like the UK and had a chippy on every corner, but that's just me.
Here we got coffee shops or liquor stores. Oh wait, and pot shops too. Every corner.
Here we have gas stations and fast food restaurants. Bottom feeder, lots of fish are bottom feeders. Catfish,
Lobsters and crab are bottom feeders.
yep, halibut. Not even talk about the bivalves, oysters, clams, scallops. Yep, yep.
Yeah,
I'm with you, Favy.
we went to a New Orleans restaurant in Edmonton one time, and basically all they had was oysters. Oysters are freaking whatever, like
Yeah.
oysters Rockefeller, oysters freaking blah. I can't remember all the names of oysters that they had there, and it's just the way they're prepared, right? And I'm like, I ordered a variety of them. No, I can't. I can't do oyster. I can't do raw oysters. Just
Get you
not,
a
not just not my thing. Now, smoked oysters, yeah, I could eat I could eat tins of those.
yeah. I've done it too. That and kipper snacks too.
Yep.
Kipper herring. Yep. Get you a fried oyster po' boy sandwich. Oh my God, is that good? They batter dip them and deep fry them, stack them all up on a French bread, a baguette, and then you've got lettuce and tomato and onion, and then a remoulade sauce that's real good. Oh my God. Might have to talk to her about po' boys.
Cindy, hummus is basically just crushed up chickpeas, though. It's like it's no worse than eating avocados for dip.
Preach, Cindy, preach. I don't like hummus either. I don't like chickpeas, garbanzo beans, whatever you want to call them. No, thank you. It's like chewing on crayons.
Mud bugs.
Yep. Mud bugs, crawfish, whatever you want to call them. Yep. I'll eat the heck out of them too. Fabi says she might make salmon tomorrow. Thanks for the inspiration. Happy to help. Happy to help.
Well, yeah, I should get Carrie to make some fish tomorrow.
See all this fish talk. Now I want fish and chips.
Well, I want jerky and sausage now, and chips and fish, and I should just make up I should make up a meat tray.
Yeah. About time to have a fry up. Every once in a while, she'll get into the fridge and start looking for stuff and say, "We're going to have a fry up tonight." Okay. It starts with bacon, eggs, toast, and then whatever else that's in there that we only have a little bit left. She fries it all up. Oh man, it's good. With baked beans also.
You know, it's a good thing. It's a good thing I work, because if I didn't work, I'd be eating all freaking day.
Yeah, you and me both.
A po' boy.
Oh boy, sandwich.
That
It
was it.
was a sandwich that was made for the working class mopes down on the docks. But there are oyster po' boys, there are shrimp po' boys. And the sauce is called, I'll type it over here in the chat. Sauce is called remoulade. It's a spicy, whoops, I spelled that wrong.
That sounds like a song from Boney M.
It's a spicy, I won't say it. It's almost like a Thousand Island without the pickles and the pimento and stuff like that in it. It's a spicy sauce, and I probably spelled it wrong. Oh no, there's remoulade sauce. Mayonnaise, Creole mustard, vegetable oil, diced celery, shallots, parsley. Good stuff, Maynard.
See, now I got Remoulade in my head, but I'm singing it to Boney M. Rasputin. Rah, rah, Remoulade, the sauce you put on a po'
Oh
boy.
my god.
All right, people, and on that note, we'll see y'all some more. I'll be on tomorrow. I'll grab a heat gun. I'll get Carrie to pick up a couple stencils. I think we have some downstairs, actually. I think we have some Christmas stencils or something.
You had those bird stencils the other night.
I'm not these. I'm not using these. These are lame. Lame. I want something nice. I'll get Carrie picking me up a couple stencils at Dollar Tree or Dollarama. I'll grab a heat gun from work. Gonna go find some cookies. Yeah, I got some chips inside, and ice cream. I got ice cream inside. All right, I gotta go eat some ice cream. And we'll see y'all later. I'll be on tomorrow night.
Have a good night, y'all.
All right.
Bye,
Take care.
everybody.